and welcome to The Go. I'm Sophie Jacobson. On this night's show, we're focusing on the Overwatch League matches from today. The first match we are going to check out is between one of the top Western teams going up against one of the most underlooked teams in the league. I'm of course talking about the Los Angeles Valiant and the Boston Uprising. We started off on Horizon. A couple of Uprising members are caught in no man's land. NB goes to investigate and he is taken out. Furby tries to revive him, but he meets a similar fate. The Uprising see their opening and make their way back onto the point. Before Soon can try and take them out, the Uprising reinforcements have arrived. After capturing the point, the Uprising rush to point B. Dream Casper seals the round victory with a great Dragon Blade, taking out several Valiant members. The Valiant's attack is messy, but they succeed in taking point A despite some powerful shoves from Gamsu. The Valiant find themselves hitting the wall that is the Uprising defense. In overtime, to secure the victory, Dream Casper switches over to Doomfist and punches the Valiant off the point. The Uprising stop the Valiant and take map 2. They will go on to win the next 2 maps, sweeping the Valiant with a 4-0 victory. I think it's time for all of us to admit that the Uprising are a really solid team. A lot of their players were unknowns coming into the Overwatch League, but now they have proved themselves. Like we mentioned in our earlier show today, the Uprising are continuing to get better and better. It is important to note, though, that the Valiant were missing players from sickness today. I would not count them out yet. Hopefully, they will be back to full strength going into the final week of Stage 1. Our next match of the day was between the New York Excelsior and Dallas Fuel. The Fuel are still trying to figure out how to work better as a team, and if the XL win their next 3 matches, they guarantee themselves first seed in the Stage 1 playoffs. We start on Anubis. The Fuel's attack brings them to point B, where Effect as Reaper clears out the XL to secure the point. The XL answer back and Sabe takes out Effect, which is great, but then he sticks to Fuel's Mercy. After that, the XL easily take point B and tie up the map. In extra rounds, the XL attack first. Sabe sets up his team for an easy point B after landing some slick headshots on the Fuel's supports. The Fuel look like they may pull off the defense. Miko is demeched, but he charges forward, blasting down the Fuel's Zenyatta Harry Hook. He leads the charge in his new mech and the XL take the point. Now the Fuel need to respond, but the XL defense is strong on the first point. Miko lands a great hook and takedown. He takes a break, relaxes a bit, and then does it again. The XL managed to bring it to point B even though they only started with 1 minute. Libero secures the round with a nice Dragon Blade, taking out key Fuel members. The Fuel need to match the XL so that they do not take the victory. Temu is separated from his team and taken out. The XL pick off the rest of the Fuel and take the win on map 2. They will go on to split maps after halftime. The XL claim a 3-1 victory over the Fuel. There's not much to say about this game. As I've already said, the Fuel are still trying to figure out how to win games. They're so close, they're almost there. Hopefully they will resurge in Stage 2 where the meta could be different with the Mercy changes. The Excelsior are continuing to show that they are a dominant team in the league. Only 2 matches to go guarantee a spot in the Stage 1 playoffs. The first match of the day was between the London Spitfire and the Shanghai Dragons. Let's start the highlight out on Ilios. The Dragons are down 2 maps, are in a must-win situation if they want to claim victory today. They start off strong and take the point first. Daya provided great tracer play for the team, skirting around and taking out a lot of the Spitfire. The Dragons make it to 99% before the Spitfire are able to take it back, and they will keep it until the end. There's a fight at 99 to 99%, but Prophet is too quick for the Dragons. He leads the defense with the rest of his team to secure the point and victory on round 1. Round 2 starts very similarly, with the Dragons controlling the point at first, but Gesture won't have any of that, and bodies the Dragon off the point. The Spitfire take control of it with the Dragons at 89%. They hold it until the end, but Prophet continues to show his prowess on the control maps, taking the Dragons down and winning map 3. The Spitfire will go on to win map 4, securing the 4-0 sweep over the Dragons. Moving on to the hero and zero for the day, it has to be Dream Casper. This man was incredible today. He was on fire today. He was such an impactful character, whether he was playing Pharah or Genji. The Zero also happens to be a Dream Casper player. He tries to hide his Riptide, but he can't get by the watchful eye of a wandering Roadhog. We'll take a quick break. Stay right there, you're watching The Go. Welcome back, this is The Go. Let's take a look at next week's top Overwatch League matches. The first one has to be the battle for first place, the New York Excelsior and the London Spitfire. The Excelsior are coming off decisive wins against the Fuel and Dragons, but the Spitfire are riding the positivity after sweeping the Seoul Dynasty. This truly is a match between two titans in the Overwatch League. The next match to look out for is between two teams that have not been playing like themselves lately. I'm talking about the Los Angeles Valiant and the Seoul Dynasty. The Los Angeles Valiant were missing key players last week and were 4-0'd by the Boston Uprising. The Seoul Dynasty have lost 2 of their last 3 games. Their one win was against a team that was missing their star offense player. Both of these teams are looking to move back to their dominant ways on Wednesday and prove that the first 3 weeks of Stage 1 wasn't a fluke. One of the last key matches to watch next week is between the London Spitfire and Houston Outlaws. The Outlaws just faced a close loss to the Dynasty when they were down Linkser. They are looking to bounce back against the Spitfire. The London team is coming into this game with a winning streak and the drive to become the top team in the league. This match will be a big decider in who makes it into the Stage 1 playoffs. Hope you're as excited for the next week as I am. Now, for more esports coverage, you can go to our website, challengemedia.tv. Also, follow us on Facebook and Twitter as well. We'll be here all week with your news and highlights. Thanks for watching Esports Go. We'll see you next time.